What's up? Welcome back to Trendsetter Shaving. It's been forever since I've been able to get on here and talk to you guys. Sorry, I bought a house, I had another kid, things happen. So today, let's just get right into it. You guys have seen it, you guys want it, and you guys probably want the review. So, without further ado, here it is, the review on the fine slant bar. Comes in a neat little box like this, not the gigantic box like this. This was actually a stock order of them that I ordered for me and a couple of my shaving buddies. So let's just go ahead and get into it here. I already got my blade loaded in there. You guys know me as being infamous for using these. Well, I thought I'd try some things out and do something a little different. So today we are doing these. And I actually am really starting to like these Perma Sharps. They're right up to par with the Aster SPs. Very good blade. So let's go ahead and get into it here. I have the Razor Rock 24 mil synthetic. Got that soaking, got my face all prepped. So what do you guys think today? So should we go with Taylor of Old Bond, Sandalwood, DR Harris, Marlboro, Sandalwood, Marlboro? I think we'll go with Marlboro today. Been using the Sandalwood like all week, man. Something's got to give. I got to try something different. So let's just get right into the shave. So I've used a lot of slant bars before. Merker, Edwin Jagger, whatever all else, other crap you can get off Amazon. That's where I get everything. And, I'm a big fan of them if I got enough growth. But this thing is like a Bakelite. It looks like aluminum, it's not, but it's like a Bakelite. And it's so freaking light, I'm kind of curious to see versus the aggressiveness, if minus there's no weight behind it because it is a Bakelite, if it's gonna actually perform just kind of like a regular everyday shaver DE. So we'll find out. I love this brush, man. This Razor Rock, this 24 mil synthetic. This thing, oh my god, this thing is legit. I had the, what is that, the Blades Grim, the Pure Black Badger Synthetic or whatever they make. It was so crappy I don't remember the name of it. I had that thing for about 6 weeks, took it on the road trucking with me because I'm a trucker, and I kid you not, it had nothing to do with the way I was storing it, nothing to do with the way I was using it. 6 weeks into owning that thing, the knot fell right out of the handle. So if you want a synthetic, again, these guys right here is what you want. So here we go, first pass down with the fine slant bar. Now, obviously I'm not just jumping on camera without ever of using this, so I'm not really wondering exactly how all it is going to perform. I have somewhat an idea. I have used it a couple times. Not with this soap, however, and not with this brush. But I will say what I do love about this razor, very, very easy to get your angle. And, that's something with slant bars, especially for someone who's pretty novice. I've noticed it can be a bear trying to get your angle. And I love the light weight of this. No pressure at all on this. Zero pressure. And I literally say that generously, like, I don't know, lack of a better word here. Truthfully, I mean that, because really you only have to rest fingers on the base here and pinch wherever you want your grip and just let it do its work. It's so freaking light, man. You do not need to press at all with this. And that's the only thing that I guess is kind of a drawback if you are a novice and trying this razor out, is you'll learn to not put pressure on DEs pretty quick using this. Zero weight behind it, but it just glides, man. It's almost so light that it feels like you're just wiping a blade across your face. However, what I have found with this versus most other slants, like if I were to pull out my Merker, I want at least 5 days growth, man, because that thing will just rip the hide right off you if you're trying to shave every day with it. It's that aggressive. And I don't know if you guys want to take a look here at the blade exposure on this. You know what? Hold on. Let's see here. So here's my Merker slant, okay? I don't have a blade in it, but if you want to just look at the channels on that, I mean, it's pretty aggressive compared to this guy. It's even got more of a twist to it. So, you know, I'm actually amazed at, for this being aggressive as it is. In my opinion, it could be an everyday shaver. And that's what I have found with it, or what I was going to conclude on that, is most slants that I've used, man, you don't want to be doing it every day. You want a couple days growth. Well, this thing's light enough and has light enough pressure. If you wanted to, this could be your everyday shaver. And I say that ideally. I mean, it really could be. So let's go ahead and do pass 2 here. Really liking this DR Harris. This stuff takes a really good whip to get a good lather. I mean, you got to have some hot water behind it and get it going. As you can see there, I mean, you got to really churn and churn and churn and, you know, get your bubbles out. But once you get this stuff going, pretty good. It's not bad at all. Dries out fairly quick on you if you don't have a, you know, a big brush like this 24. You know, if you got a puny little Art of Shaving beginner's brush that's only like an 18mm knot, you're gonna be re-wetting your face quite a bit through this shave. And I'm not saying that sarcastically. I mean, everybody's got to start somewhere. I remember I had some pretty puny little brushes when I started. But this thing, good coverage, good splay on it. And when you get this thing mixed up with some of them old school soaps like that DR Harris, man, thing just kicks it up a little bit, takes it up a notch, and I love it, love it. Alright, so here we go, cross grain. If you guys have any questions about this razor, where I got it, how it loads, how did I think it performed, you know, there's only so much I can leave in this 15-minute video. So, I mean, really, if you have questions or something, go to the Trendsetter Shaving page on Facebook and message me. I generally respond. You know, if you're not a Facebook guy, leave a comment with a question. I'll answer you. And if you're on Amazon thinking of buying it, and you have a question before you buy it, shoot me a question, man. That's what I'm here for. That's why I do this. But I mean, so far, if I had to give this thing a review or a rating or what have you, I think really I'd give it about a 4.5. And that's just because, in my opinion, it is a really good shaver. Really decent razor. Especially for travel, because it's so light. It's an awesome travel razor. Don't gotta worry about metal detectors going off. But the reason I would give it a 4.5 is because I feel like The construction on it could have been a little sturdier. It's just a little cheeky to me. Got myself a little bit there. You gotta watch out for that on this, because that twist. Duly noted. A little alum on there, so I'm not bleeding to death talking to you guys. But you know, I feel like the construction was just could have been a little better on this. And that's not to say that it's a cheap razor or not up to par. That's my thoughts on it. I do almost kind of wish they would have used a little bit sturdier Bakelite or a denser resin. Something along those lines. I mean, for the money that you pay for it, it seems kind of blasé, I guess. Especially because most of the products we get from Fine, like their aftershaves and whatnot, are really, really high notch. Even their shave brush is pretty good. So that was the only drawback I had on it, is I was expecting something a little heavier, a little better construction. But, you know, that said, I'm not knocking it too bad. It is overall a really good razor still. What I guess I can say about that is it seems like they really put the design time into the head of the razor. And the overall blade angles. You know, how this head's going to actually hold that blade. And to me, that's pretty important. So, to get a comfortable shave, I think they did a good job on that as far as engineering it. I just, in the future, if they come out with any other razors, would like to maybe see something that's actually a cast metal. Maybe even something that's, like I said, a resin or a little bit thicker Bakelite. What I do like about this is you can really get in some spots with this thing, man. Because that blade exposure is so much so with that angle, you know right where you're at. And you guys are going to have to not mind the bleeding. That right there I did actually get myself, but I got a couple ingrown hairs and stuff right in here. So that's not, it's not the razor. It's not that the razor is so sharp or crappy or whatever that it cut me. That's just, I have really sensitive skin is what that is. So there's that, and I think we're good there. Of course, because we're using a Fine razor, put a little bit of Fine Fresh Vivitor on there. It's gonna burn like crazy. It's my favorite part. Woo! Oh yeah. Well, if I wasn't awake, I am now. This guy down here, we're gonna have to bust out the the whole stick, maybe. But thoughts on this? You know, you want to try a different slant, you want something different, go ahead, man. Try a Fine, because you're trying two new things at once, in my opinion. You're trying a Bakelite or a plastic razor, as well as a slant. So it kind of gives you a good perspective on two new different types of razors. It's a great addition to any collection. And like I said, final thoughts on this, 4 out of 5 stars. Any questions, hit me up any time of day, doesn't matter. And don't forget to check out Trendsetter Shaving on Facebook and here on YouTube. Until then, gents, get your shave on.